Welcome. In this video, we'll conclude our discussion on higher order functions by looking at and experimenting with reduce. We'll also look at how to chain higher order functions together to create really powerful and functional statements. Looking at Swift's declaration of reduce, we see that it takes two parameters. The first parameter, initial, takes an object of type t, while the second parameter, combine, takes a closure as an argument. The closure takes an object of type t and an element in the collection that reduce is called on. The closure returns the same type of object as the first parameter. As with other higher order functions, reduce has the ability to throw and rethrow. Finally, the return value for the reduce function is of the same type t. We get a pretty good idea of what reduce does just from its declaration. Essentially, reduce combines all of the elements in a collection into one single value. Let's open up a playground to see reduce in action. Here, we have defined a simple array of integers. Then we're calling reduce on our array and setting 0 as its accumulator. The closure is called on every element in the sequence and appends the element onto the accumulator. Then it returns the accumulator. This code, of course, can be shortened just like map. However, reduce can go one step further. Here, we are taking advantage of Swift's plus operator, which, being a function, can work on two separate sequences by adding the right sequence, in this case our transformed element, to the left sequence. Here's where higher order functions become really handy. In a real-world situation, the items we're after are often encapsulated within another data type. In this situation, we can use map to isolate the numbers from the object, and then reduce to combine them. Here, we have a struct that represents an employee. It has two stored properties, a name and pay. Next, we have an array of employee objects. Let's say we want to define both the average pay and the total amount paid to all of the employees. First, we're utilizing map to isolate the pay properties for each of the employees. Now that we've got our pay objects, we utilize reduce to return the sum of the group's pay. Finally, we print out the average. For more examples and discussion on reduce, visit this video's resource page. In this video, we finished up our dialogue on higher order functions by demonstrating how reduce can be used to accumulate sequenced values. We also looked at how function chaining can make our jobs easier. In the next and final video of this section, we'll look at generators and sequences.